The Imposter is directed by Bart Layton, and it is a documentary film about the 1997 case of Frederick Borden. If you have no idea what case I'm referring to, rest assured you are not alone. I didn't see the trailer before seeing this film. I really didn't even read the synopsis before seeing this film, so I was not aware that it was a documentary. I mean, I glanced at the synopsis, so I had a general idea, like a real, just bare bones idea, but I didn't see that it was a documentary. So when the film started, you think it's going to be just a narrative film about this guy who comes in, pretends to be somebody else, and, you know, shit goes down. And then once you find that it's a documentary, the way the story is told is not the way I thought it would be told, and so I was very thrown off guard, but in kind of a good way. This film is based off of what I perceive to be a true story, despite the fact that it never says based on a true story. And because at the time of this case, no footage was filmed, minus like a few home video clips that we do get interspersed. Everything is directed as of now, and it's done with actors. And I think there were a few folks who were themselves, but I think majority of the people in the film were actors. For me personally, watching this film was a bit like running the mile for school. You start out, you're on the first lap, you're very confident with yourself, you know, you have a good first lap, you know, breathing easily and, you know, just steady. Second lap, you're still doing good, breathing steadily, and you're ready for the third. Third lap comes, you're not doing as well, you got a little, you know, side ache, but you know, you're still breathing okay. Then the fourth lap comes and you're really just out of breath. People are passing you, you know, just 1, 2, 3, and by the end you are bent over about to throw up. Maybe a little drastic, but that's pretty much in that case the way I felt. Basically what I'm trying to get across is the idea that this film starts out really good, and I mean really good, and by the end, for me at least, it just lost steam. The film in the beginning is very compelling. It is a very good story that gets you wrapped up in what's going on. I was never on the edge of my seat once. I did fidget quite a bit. Despite being intriguing, it was kind of slow and at times kind of dull. But for the most part, I was interested in what was going on. I just wasn't, you know, glued to the screen. The actors in the film did a very good job. I thought that they were very convincing. I, for one, did not know that they were actors, so props to them. The film was directed very well. Good camera angles, you know, nothing really all that unique, but it was, you know, directed very well. Had I been watching this at home, like had it been a rental, I think I might have, I mean, given like the time of day and how I was feeling, I probably wouldn't have felt that bad if I had like maybe paused or just like stopped it and continued it another day. The end of the film is not all that satisfying. They leave a lot of questions opened, and there's actually a question that they bring up at the very end that just kind of put there almost just to be there, like it just kind of thrown in there at the last minute. Not much thought put into it. The end of the film just lost steam. I didn't care as much for the characters, and I just didn't really feel as though it was a very compelling story by the end. I doubt very much that most of you guys have even heard of this film. If you have, congratulations. I would highly recommend a rental. I think it's worth viewing at least once, but I don't think it's worth going to the theater for. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 stars and just say, rent it.